Okay, now let's understand what are vectors and how they are used to measure the cosine similarity. So vectors are nothing but these are the different words that we have, and based on these words we try to map these words over the plane. So for an example, uh, I love pizza and I love I like pasta. These are the two different sentences. Now if we are going to create a corpus out of it, so we are going to have one love, like, pizza, and then pasta. Now these are the four different words that we are going to get. These four different words, when we pick up till now these words are just tokens, but now when we are going to map these tokens over the plane or different axes. Now axes are something we can create one axis as fast food as a property. Another axis may be liking, disliking of the things. Maybe another axis that you can create of based on some other parameter. Now, if we are going to plot pizza and pasta, so pizza and pasta are going to be very similar in terms of fast food property, right? Similarly, like and love will be very similar. So when you are going to plot it, like and love are going to come very closer to each other, because both things are kind of showing similar activity, and pizza and pasta are also going to come very closer to each other because both are fast foods. However, like and pasta does not have real relationship as in, so they may be having some angle between them. So these things, whenever you pick up a word and paste that word over the plane, or whenever you pick up a token and then plot that token over the plane, then that converts to vectors. Okay. Another example of vector might be, let's say, king, prince, and queen. Now, if we talk about these three things and try to plot it, so maybe different properties you are going to take on x-axis. So one is maybe royalty or royalness. Maybe another thing is gender, which is male versus female. Then maybe something about age factors, if these are the three properties that you are going to match. So in these three properties, queen and king are going to be, queen, king, and prince all are going to be very similar as far as x-axis is concerned, which is royalty is concerned. So all are rich, so all three are rich, so they will be very similar on x axis. So when you are going to have a coordinate of all the three, so they will be very similar in number. Maybe for king it is something 10, for queen it may be something 11, for prince it may be 9 or something. So they will be very similar on x axis. Now if we talk about gender, so in terms of gender, king and prince are going to be very similar, so that is the second axis. So king and prince, both are male, so they are going to have a similar value, maybe something 10 and 8 or 9 something. However, queen will be very different than the king and prince because she is female. So that is going to come in a very different direction, maybe minus 10 or something of that sort. Now, when we talk about age, so with age factor, we can say that king and queen are going to be very similar, maybe of the similar age. However, prince will be very different than both the two. So then prince will be very different, and then queen and king are going to be very similar to each other. So this is how we will be able to have different coordinates of different words, and when we are going to plot it, so by plotting them we are going to again get this kind of graphs of it, and then based on the angle between graph we can identify whether the words are similar to each other or dissimilar to each other. And if they are similar to each other, then on which measure they are similar, or on which feature they are similar, and if they are dissimilar, then on which feature they are dissimilar to each other. So that is what vectors is all about. And then of course cosine similarity is a dot product of different vectors. All right, thank you.